everybody, welcome back to another episode of Creations with Christina, and today we are going to be working on the tag function key from the Sweet Treats Cricut Cartridge, and we're going to go ahead and cut out the one that's located on page 39. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to have my sizes set at 5.5 inches. My speed and my pressure are on the maximum, as well as my blade is on number 6 because I'm using Stampin' Up! Cardstock, or actually this is paper tray ink cardstock. So we're going to go ahead and cut, and we're going to make sure we have our tags function key hit, and we're going to hit our cake key and cut. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is cut out our layers for our tag, and we're just going to hit the shift key, the tag key, the same cake, which is cake number 3, and we're going to keep all of our settings the same, and we're going to go ahead and cut out our layers. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I want to cut out the tag again, but I'm going to cut it out on pattern paper, and this is K & Company pattern paper, and I'm just going to go ahead and hit the key for the cake, make sure the tag key is selected, and hit cut. Okay, before we get started assembling our tag, what I want to do is show you how to do the ultra thick embossing enamel, which is everybody calls UT. And what you do is I'm just using a Prima, and this is green apple Prima flour, and what I'm going to do is just dip it right into my, or press it right into my Versamark pad, and you want to make it nice and gooey. And make sure you get it nice and covered. Okay, and what I'm going to do now is, just using my tweezers, I just stick it right in the center of my flour, just for something to hold on to, because I'm going to be using my heat gun. And this is the ultra thick embossing enamel, and I'm just going to put a nice layer on it, tap it off, and this is going to get loud, and I might have to speed this up just so we know we have enough time, because I want to do 3 layers of the enamel. So okay, here we go. Okay, now this is going to be really hot, so we just have to be careful when you take it off, because you're going to burn your fingers if you're not. Okay, I'm just going to set that aside to dry, or cool off actually. And now we're going to go ahead and assemble our tag. Okay, so this was my original layer, and I'm actually covering this. It doesn't, oh sorry, I bumped the camera. I'm not really worried that it's doesn't match completely, because it's going to be mostly covered. So I'm just adding this to, I'm going to add my layer of paper. Right to my tag. Whoop. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and add my layers. Well, actually, I'm going to use my dimensionals for these as soon as I find them. Okay. So I actually want to give this some nice layers, so I'm going to add the dimensionals to here, and also on the bottom part where the little scallop is. Only because I just want to add some, well, dimension. Okay. And then I'm going to need my scissors, which are buried underneath my ribbon here, just to cut off a couple of small pieces for the bottom layer. Alright, and that's just going to get layered right here on the bottom, just like that. Okay. And I also cut out a heart, which is also from the Sweet Treats cartridge, and that's going to get layered right onto our card. And I just used a piece of the same paper that I used for the front, but just the opposite side. And I'm going to add that right to my tag, just like this. And then I'm going to add my my Prima here as soon as I locate. I'm not very organized here today. There we go. My pop dots here. And then in the center of my Prima, I'm just going to add a little gem. Just like that. Okay, so let's keep going here. There's lots of stuff I want to add to this. This is just some matching ribbon. This is hibiscus burst, and I was gonna put it underneath my flower, or my heart there, but I didn't do that first. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is add some fibers to the top of this to make it nice and funky. So we're gonna add some of this ribbon and some sheer ribbon. So this make a nice little Valentine's Day tag to go with a little gift maybe you're giving your teacher or your loved one. And I'm just going to, I'm going to do it a different way. I'm going to loop it. So I'm just creating a loop, just like that. And I'm going to stick that through. And then I'm going to pull my fibers right through. Okay, just want to add one more thing to this, and I'm just going to add a little Making Memories key. We're just going to loop that right through the top of the key, and I'm just using some sheer ribbon. And I'm going to tie this in a knot. Well, I'm going to tie it just one single line first, and then I'm going to take a piece of twine, and I have this love, which I'm going to string right through the O. And that we're just going to lay right across there. Tie this in our knot. And then we'll tie this in a bow. Which I don't think I have this going in the right direction, so let me pull that off and try that again. There we go. Actually, we're just going to tie this in a knot. Actually, let's go for the bow. I can't decide today. There we go. Alright, and we'll trim off our tails to our ribbon and our twine. And there we go. Nice little Valentine's Day tag. Thanks for watching another episode of Creations with Christina. See you next time. Bye!